Well, KwaZulu-Natal flood victims have called for more collaboration to fast-track the process of building houses for those affected by the April floods. 461 people died during the floods, which left a trail of destruction in the province. Thousands of people were left homeless after their homes were destroyed. 5 houses were handed over to flood victims in Durban. SABC News reporter Simphiwe Makhanya has more for us.
The April floods, which left a trail of destruction in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, resulted in quite a severe, situation for many residents who found themselves without homes. We are currently in Waibank, where one of the families here was affected by the floods and their home was basically washed away. I'm going to step out of the shot and ask my colleague, Mr. Tulani Ngobo, to give our viewers a sense of just how this house has been, built. This is, of course, is a partnership between the private businesses as well as NGOs who have come here to actually lend a hand to those who have been affected by the floods. And I'm now joined by the Deputy Mayor of eThekwini Municipality, that's Mr. Philani Mavundla. Thank you very much, Deputy Mayor, for your time. Just in terms of this partnership, how did it come about?
Well, I was in Verulam. I made a call that to the business people who care enough to assist those who cannot assist themselves, can they please come to the fore and we assist the people who are in the community hall and so on. So far, quite a few has come up. Hence, today we are giving out 5 houses, 5 homes. We do have about already close to 100 on the list that have come up and say we are prepared to help. When you go to their site, you'll notice that there are 3 houses that have just been donated by Umamkize. So basically it's happening. We know she's doing another 10 in Umlazi. So basically slowly we are going there, we are getting there. So basically that's how this came about. We're still hoping that we can get more of these people, especially those who have been doing the work for eThekwini, to come in the fore and assist those in need.
Deputy Mayor, of course we know that there are thousands of people who still find themselves in community halls and without homes. And of course there's this concern that government has not been seen to be doing enough in terms of providing them with shelter. And by enough I mean the process of embarking on rebuilding their lives is not really taking off.
Well, I'm on record, and I'll go on record again saying we are concerned as a leadership of eThekwini that when it comes to what needs to be done at eThekwini, we're having a view that we are treated as if we don't belong to South Africa. This was declared by the state president that is a national disaster. But when you look at things that is supposed to be done, they are not being done as speedily as rectifying what needs to be rectified. You still have bridges that you cannot go across.
Pardon me, Deputy Mayor, what is stalling the process?
I wish I can have an answer as to what is stalling the province. Quite frankly, we don't know. That's why we're holding a conclusion that we are not taken as part of the bigger South Africa, because if it was, we'll be talking a different story. I can tell you now, if we were to get half the amount of floods we had in April, Durban South will be washed away again. That's what will happen, because we have not restored the PAM that was washed away during April. That's how slow things are going. And this makes matters worse, because it means the industries that are in Durban South right now, they are uninsurable. There's no insurance company that will give them insurance. That's why then we're holding the view that we are holding.
The people who voted for this administration, Deputy Mayor, will say that this administration has basically failed them when you look at the conditions that they find themselves in.
Well, if they're saying the administration, meaning it has failed, if we are measured by what should be given to us by the national government, they will be correct. But if they need to measure us about the little that we're doing with the little money that we have, they will notice that we'll restore their water, we have restored their electricity. We've done the roads that belongs to eThekwini where we can with the little that we have. And some of it are things that we're doing out of our own initiative.
How many houses have actually been built for the flood victims in eThekwini?
As late as Thursday last week, the KwaZulu government has done 70 up to Thursday last week.
Are you satisfied with that number?
Well, I'll be honest again. No, I'm not satisfied. I still believe that more can be done, because if it has taken 2 months or a month to do the 70, you can just take that and see how long it's going to take to accommodate 4,000 people.
So it's not looking good at all, Deputy Mayor?
We're hoping that it will improve as the time goes. We're just hoping. If it improves, we're given to understand that there are 10 contractors that have been appointed by the province. We're hoping they'll pick up the pace and start moving faster.
To sum up this conversation, so what you are basically telling us, Deputy Mayor, is that the issue of finances is what is basically preventing the municipality at this local level from, embarking upon the process of rebuilding the houses that were damaged.
It's a matter of authority. For us to build houses, remember the houses are the competence of the province given by the national. It's the same thing with us. We just become an implementing agent. If we're given a go-ahead to implement, we will build houses very easy. But that has not been given to us.
Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
That's the Deputy Mayor of eThekwini Municipality, Mr. Philani Mavundla, who was engaging us here in terms of the processes that have been embarked upon in rebuilding the lives of some of the flood victims that we have in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. And you heard, as you heard the Deputy Mayor there saying that about 4,000 people, still find themselves homeless more than 2 months basically after the April floods.